Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and you are watching Poland Daily Culture news in English about Polish culture. And here with us is Michał Overczuk. Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
And you are a co-author of this book, which we already talked with in the previous episode, about the Belarusian journalist and fighting against the regime. And first of all, how did you get involved into this project, and what was your approach, and how did you find or pick up your character?
Yeah. First of all, that was obviously Arleta's Bojka idea. She was an ex-correspondent of Polish national television in Moscow. She was correspondent, like war correspondent, we can say that, in Ukraine. So she's really interested in Eastern matters. And after Lukashenko's regime or the special forces ordered by him kidnapped the plane with Roman Protasevich, she was so shocked about it that she wrote to all of us, like, guys, we need to do something, we need to write about it. I think that she already knew that that's not gonna be like a small project, like okay, just gonna have like two of my friends are gonna do it. We just need to put like all of the focus in order to make it, because like I said in an earlier episode, it's extremely for us as journalists to not only help journalists from all the countries, but this is our direct neighbor, and we're looking at Belarus for many years, and that's directly gonna. It's more than influence. It's gonna influence us if it comes to immigration. It's gonna influence us if it comes to our military. It's gonna influence us if it comes to like social
life. I fully agree. We have
everything.
More and more Belarusians. Of course, we had previously more Ukrainians, but what I've heard from them, like approaching people like this who fled, either looking for a job or just looking for stability, they used to. I've heard such kind of summarized kind of phrase that Poland becomes a new mother for Slavic nations, and it kind of struck me because they most of them spoke Russians before, and then suddenly a younger who was doing my nails from Belarus, and she said like, yeah, we find stability, we find peace here in Poland. It's easier for us to learn the language, and instead of most of them speak Russian, but instead of going more in the Russian direction, they all want to learn Polish, and that kind of shocked me in a way.
I mean, they're fleeing in many directions, to Latvia, to Lithuania, even Estonia, but mostly Ukraine and Poland right now. And of course, like you said, it's like they're really near if it comes to the cultural distance from us, right? For example, I got this personal experience because my grandfather was born which is Belarus, but back then it was the Second Republic of Poland. So we got like really historical kind of connections with them, right? That's for sure. But I think we're the biggest country if it comes to the Slavic languages, so like from all the Slavic countries, like besides Russia, of course. But what's the situation there? And Ukraine still partly at war, right? Which is a hidden war. But that's extremely important for us to give them the place that they can continue to live normally. And because they are from our cultural, circle.
And group,
no, I'm not talking about ethnicity. I'm talking about the cultural circle, right here. They're closer to us than Germans, for example. That's why they seek they seek help here, and that's extremely important for us as a not only Polish government or a Polish country, but like people here to understand what they're dealing with in the country of our neighbor.
So what are they dealing with? Because when you read the book, I myself just realized that it's such a hopeless situation when young people who are 25, 23, or maybe 30, but still, it's not. I'm not sure if you ever prepared to fight with a good regime, but when you have to do it, and they have guns, they have weapons, they have tanks, they use water, they use gas, and they those journalists have? They can make photos. They can.
They
write a little
got
bit.
smartphones and pens, pencils, and a piece of paper. Even in Poland, I think that we don't know the value of the free speech. I mean, I'm not talking that we don't have it, but I'm talking about like how important it is, for example, in Belarus to have it. Because for what you've been doing here, last few minutes, you've been locked up in a jail or maybe in a dungeon. For like all of us guys here in the studio, probably, because you're doing a job that's not being, I know, like filtered, I suppose, right? Because you said, like, I wanted to mention something that you mentioned before, because you said that all of them are great journalists.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Because they are normal, regular people. They just want to live. Live. They just want to be normal. They just want to have families. They just want to work. They just want to, provide for their families. And they're not allowed to do it because their job is to be what you're doing right now here.
And that's crazy, and we'll continue with the story in the next episode. But think about the Belarusians and think about their story and their situation. And if you have a chance, read the book of this guerrillas, Partizanci, because it's truly the history is written right now, or it writes itself in front of us, in our eyes, and it's truly important. And thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.